Hello, welcome back. Let's try to continue a bit more. It's 1 p.m. I still need like 20 pages, so I don't think we can even finish this before this old camcorder's out of power. This is my 10 years old Canon I not use anymore, but it can still record text very clear like this. So, and my other old JVC camcorder takes like 24 hours to charging. So, I like to finish this Celeron list. I don't plan to buy many of the Celerons, but I like to have some Celerons in my collection. My CPU collection, I like to have some Celerons because they're not costing, even you buy from you, cost like $50 or $60. I think could be interesting to test how powerful this Celeron CPU is, because they are getting more powerful every generation, and they are very cheap, cost like 3 or 4 times less than normal, like the Intel Core i5. They cost like 3 times less, and I don't think they are 3 times less powerful than Intel Core i5. It's still a powerful CPU you can use to run Windows 10 and the graphic cards. Yes, I need half a minute to do myself ready. And I have 2 Danish video I'm uploading. Actually, I have to go and scroll my webpage so I can see when it's finished. When this 2 Danish video, I have to get off my bed again. But I have to read. We have to read page by page, because if you take a long break, this auto reading will stop. If you select auto reading to end of document, that will stop if you take a break like many days and reboot computer. So we just read from here, this page.
GPU is based on Ivy Bridge Intel HD graphics, with 4 execution units, and supports DirectX 11, OpenGL 4.0, OpenGLS 3.0 and OpenCL 1.1. N2807, N2808, N2830, N2840, N2930 and N2940 support Intel QuickSync video. Package size 25mm 27mm. Model number, spec number, chorus frequency, Versal 2. Kachik Pew Model Pew. Frequency memory release date part. Number S. Relpa. Use ultra low power Celeron 2805 SR1 Li. B2. SR1HS. B2. 21.46 GHz 1.5 GHz 1 Intel Graphics Technology. 4 EUs, 313-667 MHz 1 DDR3L10664.3 W2.5 WFC BGA 1170. September 2013 FH80653015645000. $13 Celeron N2806 SR1 SHA, B3. 21.6 GHz 2 GHz 1 MB HD graphics, 4 EUs, 313-756 MHz 1 DDR3L10664.5 W2.5 WFC BGA 1170. November 2013 FH80653016166703. $13 Celeron N2807 SR1W5, C0. SR3V8, D1. 21.58 GHz 2.16 GHz 1 MB HD graphics, 4 EUs, 313-750 MHz 1 DDR3L13334.3 W2.5 WFC BGA 1170. March 2014 FH80653017305002. FH80653017305002. $10 Celeron N2808 SR1 year, C0. 21.58 GHz 2.25 GHz 1 MB HD graphics, 4 EUs, 311-792 MHz 1 DDR3L13334.5 W3 WFC BGA 1170. July 2014 FH80653019035000. $10 Standard Power Celeron 2810 SR1LX, B2. SR1HR, B2. 22 GHz 1 MB HD graphics, 4 EUs, 313-756 MHz 2 DDR3L10667.5 W4.5 WFC BGA 1170. September 2013 FH80653015645001. $13 Celeron N2815 SR1 SJ, B3. 21.86 GHz 2.13 GHz 1 MB HD graphics, 4 EUs, 313-756 MHz 2 DDR3L10667.5 W4.5 WFC BGA 1170. November 2013 FH80653016195009. $13 Celeron N2820 SR1 SG, B3. 22.13 GHz 2.39 GHz 1 MB HD graphics, 4 EUs, 313-756 MHz 2 DDR3L10667.5 W4.5 WFC BGA 1170. November 2014 FH80653016166603. $13 Celeron N2830 SR1W4, C0. 22.16 GHz 2.41 GHz 1 MB HD graphics, 4 EUs, 313-750 MHz 2 DDR3L13337.5 W4.5 WFC BGA 1170. February 2014 FH80653017296002. $10. Celeron N2840 SR1YJ, C0. 22.16 GHz 2.58 GHz 1 MB HD graphics, 4 EUs, 313-792 MHz 2 DDR3L13337.5 W4.5 WFC BGA 1170. July 2014 FH80653019036000. $10 Celeron N2910 SR1LW, B2. SR1HQ, B2. 41.6 GHz 2 MB HD graphics, 4 EUs, 313-756 MHz 2 DDR3L10667.5 W4.5 WFC BGA 1170. September 2013 FH80653015464002. $13 Celeron N2920 SR1SF, B3. 41.86 GHz 2.1 GHz 2 MB HD graphics, 4 EUs, 313-844 MHz 2 DDR3L10667.5 W4.5 WFC BGA 1170. November 2013 FH80653016162003. $13 Celeron N2930 SR1W3, C0. SR3V7, D1. 41.83 GHz 2.16 GHz 2 MB HD graphics, 4 EUs, 313-854 MHz 2 DDR3L13337.5 W4.5 WFC BGA 1170. February 2014 FH80653017295001. FH80653017295001. $10 Celeron N2940 SR1YV, C0. 41.83 GHz 2.25 GHz 2 MB HD graphics, 4 EUs, 313-854 MHz 2 DDR3L13337.5 W4.5 WFC BGA 1170. July 2014 FH80653019196000. $10. Airmont-based Celerons. Braswell, 14 nm. All models support MMX, SSE, SSE2, SSE3, SSSE3, SSE4.1, SSE4.2, Enhanced Intel Speed Step Technology, EIST, Intel 64, XD-bit, and NX-bit implementation, Intel VTX, AES-NI. GPU and memory controller are integrated onto the processor die. GPU is based on Broadwell Intel HD graphics, with 12 execution units, and supports DirectX 11.2, OpenGL 4.3, OpenGLS 3.0 and OpenCL 1.2, on Windows. Package size, 25mm 27mm. Model number spec. Number chorus frequency versal 2. Kachik Pew model Pew. Frequency memory release date part. Number S. Release price USD. Celeron N3000 SR29J C0. 21.04 GHz 2.08 GHz 2 Intel graphics technology, 12 EUs. 320-600 MHz 2 DDR3L16004 W3 WFC BGA 1170. March 2015 FH80665017159115. $107 Celeron N3010 SR2 km, D1. 21.04 GHz 2.24 GHz 2 MB HD graphics 4003220-600 MHz 2 DDR3L16004 W3 WFC BGA 1170. January 2016 FH8066501715938. $107 Celeron N3050 SR29H, C0. SR29, C0. 21.6 GHz 2.16 GHz 2 MB HD graphics, 12 EUs, 320-600 MHz 2 DDR3 L16006W4 WFC BGA 1170. March 2015 FH8066501715914. FH8066501715925. $107 Celeron N3060 SR2KN, D1. SR2ZN, D1. 21.6 GHz 2.48 GHz 2 MB graphics 400320-600 MHz 2 DDR3 L16006W4 WFC BGA 1170. January 2016 FH8066501715929. FH8066501715949. $107 Celeron N3150 SR29F, C0. SR28, C0. 41.6 GHz 2.08 GHz 2 MB graphics, 12 EUs, 320-640 MHz 2 DDR3 L16006W4 WFC BGA 1170. March 2015 FH8066501715913. FH8066501715924. $107 Celeron N3160 SR2KP, D1. 41.6 GHz 2.24 GHz 2 MB graphics 400320-640 MHz 2 DDR3 L16006W4 WFC BGA 1170. January 2016 FH8066501715928. $107. Skylake-based Celerons. Skylake U, 14nm. All models support MMX, SSE, SSE2, SSE3, SSSE3, SSE4.1, SSE4.2, Enhanced Intel Speed Step Technology, EIST, Intel 64, XD-bit, and NX-bit implementation, Intel VTX, Intel VTD, AES-NI, Smart Cache, Intel Wireless Display, and Configurable TDP, CTDP, down. Model numbers, spec number, cores, threads, frequency interval 2. Cache L3. Cache Pu model Pu. Frequency Psikitai // release date part. Number, S, release price, USD, Celeron 3855 USR2 EV, D1. 1.6 GHz 2256 KB 2 MB graphics 510300 MHz 15 WBGA 1356 DMI 3.0 December 2015 FJ8066201931008. $107 Celeron 3955 USR2U, D1. 2 GHz 2256 KB 2 MBHD graphics 510300900 MHz 15 WBGA 1356 DMI 3.0 December 2015 FJ 80662019310006 $107 Goldmont-based Celerons Apollo Lake 14 nm All models support MMX, SSE, SSE2, SSE3, SSSE3, SSE4.1, SSE4.2, Enhanced Intel Speed Step Technology, EIST, Intel 64, XD-bit, and NX-bit implementation, Intel VTX, Intel VTD, AES-NI. GPU and memory controller are integrated onto the processor die. GPU is based on Skylake Intel HD graphics, with 12 execution units, and supports DirectX 12, OpenGL 4.5, OpenGL S 3.0 and OpenCL 1.2, on Windows. Package size, 24mm 31mm. Model number spec number chorus frequency Versal 2. Kachik Pew Model Pew. Frequency memory release date part. Number S. Release price USD. Celeron N3350 SR2YB B0. SR2Z7 B1. SR36M B1. SREEK F1. 21.1 GHz 2.4 GHz 2 MBHD graphics 500200-650 MHz 2 DDR3 L18662 LPDDR4-24006 W4WFC BGA 1296 September 2016 FH80668029800002 $107 Celeron N3450 SR2 YA B0 SR2Z6 B1 SR36L B1 41.1 GHz 2.2 GHz 2 MBHD graphics 500200-700 MHz 2 DDR3 L18662 LPDDR4-24006 W4WFC BGA 1296 September 2016 FH80668029799803 $107 Goldmont Plus based Celerons Gemini Lake 14 nm All models support MMX SSE, SSE2, SSE3, SSSE3, SSE4.1, SSE4.2, Enhanced Intel Speed Step Technology, EIST, Intel 64, XD-bit, and NX-bit implementation, Intel SGX, Intel VTX, Intel VTD, AES-NI. GPU and memory controller are integrated onto the processor die. GPU is based on Kaby Lake Intel HD graphics, with 12 execution units, and supports DirectX 12, OpenGL 4.5, OpenGL S 3.0 and OpenCL 1.2, on Windows. Package size, 25mm 24mm. Model number spec. Number chorus frequency Versal 2. Kachik Pew Model Pew. Frequency memory release date part. Number S. Release price USD. Celeron N4000 SR3S1 B0. 21.1 GHz 2.6 GHz 4 MBU HD graphics 600200-650 MHz 2 LPDDR4-24006W 4.8 WFC BGA 1090 December 2017 FH806800306747 $107 Celeron N4100 SR3S0 B0 41.1 GHz 2.4 GHz 4 MBU HD graphics 600200-700 MHz 2 LPDDR4-24006W 4.8 WFC BGA